That's awesome to hear. Now I gotta kind of just I don't want to peer around the bush here. What was your impression with WWE and the use of little people? And this is going to tie into one of the big questions I do want to ask you, and I've always wanted to ask you this. Um, we nowadays kind of live in this bubble where we have to watch what we say. We have to watch how we say things. Things now have different meanings.
Mm.
You do run midget warrior wrestling.
Midget Wrestling Warriors.
Yes, sorry, yeah. I'm trying to be so perfect. I messed up on my own question. But
don't. All right, here's the deal. I am not politically correct when it comes to what I do in this business. I am very proud of what I do and the accomplishments and the achievements I've been able to gain from it. So when you're talking with me, just talk.
Yeah, I just don't want to get kicked off YouTube. But
all right, so YouTube,
society, yeah, so society has told us what words we can and can't say, and we're always designed to say, "Hell, look, the term midget is always derogatory," but in wrestling, they use it's always used. Why is it okay in wrestling, and what is the real difference between the use of that phrase, and can you help educate the people who may be getting caught a little bit in between on what the right way to say it is and what's a respectful way?
Okay, so when it comes to professional wrestling or any sport in general, the word midget was basically used to describe someone that was, under 5 foot. If you were under 5 foot, you were considered or categorized to be a midget, a little person, a dwarf, whatever you want to call it. And then throughout time and everything, then you had different categories. I'm actually not even a midget. I'm actually a dwarf. And it's different because of the fact that with dwarfs, we have an average torso from head to butt is average size, but my arms and legs are shorter. When you're talking about a midget, basically it's categorized that their whole body is shorter, and all. So that's pretty much the difference between that. But that's all it is. It's like I feel that there are people that and God bless them for this, but people get butthurt really, really easy. They get offended really, really easy. And I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm not here to to do anything but what I do in professional wrestling. I run a wrestling promotion called the Midget Wrestling Warriors. And in doing that, basically what I'm saying is that the wrestlers that you will see in the ring wrestling on my show will be under 5'2". And I've had people sit there and message me afterwards and saying, well, you didn't have real midgets. Yes, I did. Because here's the deal. In the US and in Canada, it was considered if you were under 5 foot, you were a little person. Okay. In Mexico, I guess they go with 5'4". So I split the difference and I said 5'2". Now, we've had people that have, I've had bookers, I've had venue owners, I've had fair promoters that have pretty much looked eye to eye with some of my talent. Well, guess what? You are a little person as well. You may not consider yourself that. You may not be in professional wrestling, but you are a little person by stature. Does that mean that anything different than who you are? No, it doesn't. But in collaborating this whole thing together, basically all I'm saying is that if you are under 5'2" and you have a passion and you're trained in this business, well, I may put you on the show. Now the fans can expect when they come to my show to see midgets, dwarfs, little people, all wrestling. That's it. That's the only time that the word is used. It's not used in an offensive way. It's not used as, in any negative context whatsoever. It's just used to describe a product that I am bringing to the fans. That's it. And I feel that there are people out there, without naming any names or anything, that have been very outspoken of the word midget. And they basically want us to change our vocabulary, to change the way we say things, to change the way we talk. If someone sees me on the street and they know me, they're not going to say, "Hey, midget." They're going to sit there and say, "Hey, Samson. Hey, Dan. Hey, short sleeve." Whatever word that they use. "Hey, bro. Hey, brother." That's what we're going to do, because of the fact that that's how we talk with the people that we interact with. If a fan sees me, they're not going to sit there and say, the same thing. And if anything, you have other people, whether they're children or whether they're adults, and we're attracted to people who are different. Okay, if someone walks by us and is different, then our eyes automatically go to them. And people's eyes obviously automatically go to me. That's it. So it's not used or meant in an offensive way. It's just used to describe a product.